Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Well, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. This will not be a long episode tonight. I just wanted to show you, I'm quite sure some of you probably saw the preview short of me getting ready to clean the freezer. That took all of 10 minutes. The longest part of it was getting everything back in there because it wasn't dirty at all. Just the bottom of it was dirty. And then I discovered something new. As you can see, it's 7:15, so it will be dark in the next, depending on the day. Today was bright and sunny, so it'll probably get dark at about, because the sun is setting now, it'll probably end up getting dark at about 7:45-ish. But if the day is cloudy, it's dark by 7:30. So it all depends, but all I know is that each day is dark earlier and earlier. So I'm just trying to soak up as much light as I can. Okay, so I got everything all taken care of. Keeping the dining room table together. I'm trying to keep it together in here because that will make my winter a lot easier. I can resume my Swedish death cleaning without worrying about all the other clutter. So anyway, here is the finished result of the freezer. I cleaned all of the little side panel things, washed them real good, washed everything in the freezer, all the things, you know, the racks, I guess. And I discovered something new that I had just discovered for the first time. Remember when this was at the bottom and it's still not on there correctly? I have to get it right because this is a rollout. Look at that, a rollout bin. I always had it sitting at the bottom and then I had everything stacked all the way up. And I was like, this has got to be easier. This should be able to roll out because it was never able to roll. It just sat there and I would have to pull it out if I wanted to get something. Things fell behind it. It got dirty at the bottom. I didn't know what the deal was. And then today I looked, I was like, I wonder if I put this on the thing, if it would roll in. Boom, it did it immediately. I was like, oh man. So I've been wasting time. So I stuck the meats in there. And then I put some vegetables and fruit down at the bottom. And then of course I got fruit up here. So that will be cleared out when I start making my jellies. I found stuff I didn't even know was in here. I found a loaf of bread, as you can see right there. What else did I find? I found some flounder. I found some chopped onions, brand new bag. I found a bag of Crowder peas. So I'm not mixing that with my homegrown stuff, new, because I don't know how long they've been in there. No more than a year or two at the most. And then I found some more squash from last year, so I'll eat that up first before I start on that little bit that I have for this year. And then I decided to utilize the size here for my tarragon butter. I put some frozen water in there. That's for fishing on Wednesday. I'll take that with me. So that's the freezer, you guys. So now everything is even and clean. Thank you. Oh, and there was no ice, and there was a few pieces in there, and I knocked those down. They came right on down, and everything just bounced back. All I need now, my light bulb went out. On this side, I do have a light bulb, and you can't see it because of the stuff there, but there's a light bulb right up underneath the ice bin, right at the back. And I want to get that replaced. No telling how much it's going to cost because I have to buy it for this fridge. You know how that goes. Because the filter for the water costs, how much is that filter? It's $55 for that filter, and those filters only last a couple of months. So I didn't buy it. I use the ice, but I don't use the water out of the fridge. I just get bottled water if I, or I'll use it from the tap. Okay, so let's come in here for a minute and then we'll get ready to end it. Just wanted to fill you in on the blanket. Y'all gonna kick my butt. And I know I'm getting on y'all nerves. Okay, I'm actually more than halfway done. I had decided to go with 10 rows of one color, 10 rows of the next color, and it's pretty, don't get me wrong. 10 rows again, and 10 rows of the next color, and then I have enough yarn to do another 10 rows of the burgundy, as you can see. I've got all that left, And I've got enough to do with the 2 skeins left, another 10 rows of the variegated. Okay, and then I saved this. These were the leftovers from the other balls that I used. I saved that to do my edging because that's what finishes off the blanket. You know, you go along the edges. But the thought crossed my mind. I said, I don't know. You know, I mean, it should be enough to do 10 rows. So it's either not going to be enough or it's going to be too much and I'm going to have yarn left over. I don't want any yarn left over from this because I know I can't never add to this. They discontinued the yarn. So, and I don't even want the extra. There's nothing I can do with it. And that would be a waste of yarn. So what I said I'm going to do is I don't have to take it all the way down, but I have to take down this, this, and this. So what I'm going to do is make it a half and half blanket. So that way, even if it's uneven, let's say, because I did have 8 skeins of this and I only had 6 skeins of that. So I know that it's not going to be totally even, but at least it'll still appear as half and half. So I'm going to go all the way with the dark and then all the way with the, or all the way with the variegated next. Or I might start with the variegated and go all the way with the variegated first, use all of that. Then I can make it even because I can just do the same amount of rows in the burgundy because I know there will be enough to make it wide enough. It's already wide enough, but I still have like another 10, 20. I still have another 25 rows to go, which is one of these, and 5 rows of this. So this is how much wider it's going to be. From here to there, it's going to be just that much wider from what it is now. And that's plenty of room for me to wrap in. And it's long enough. So I think what I'm going to do is take it down. And I think I will just start with the variegated, since I know there was only 6 skeins of that. And I am positive I had 8 skeins of this. So I can do the 6 skeins, do, the same amount of 6 skeins with this, and then I can do a wide border with the rest. So that allows me to free this up and to free this up. Instead of using this from the border, for the border, I will just add it to the yarn that I have. And then what I'll border it with is this, because I'll have 2 skeins left over. So I can border it with this and whatever's left over from those last rows, which will probably be most of this one right here, most of that. So, and I'll just do a wide border, and a wide border might be 5 or 6 rows going around, and that's going to lengthen the blanket and make it wider too, and it's going to give it a pretty finish. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I did all this yesterday, so you can see how quickly this works up. So probably by tomorrow, I will have this amount done again. So I'm just giving up a day again. I've given up so much time on this, but I'm finally nearing the end with this thing. Let's see, today is Monday. I'll work on it today. Tomorrow, Wednesday is fishing day. And then if I catch fish, which I should, I'll come home, clean fish, and then that's it for the day for me. I won't even probably crochet on that day. I'm thinking by Saturday this will be done and I will be showing it to you. Okay? And one thing I like about this yarn is many times as I've taken it down, it comes out looking just as new and polished as it did from when I first started with it. It's not shrinking. It's not doing anything different. Because usually if you keep taking yarn down after about 2 or 3 times, it starts to fuzz up and everything. But this is some good yarn, which makes me mad that they discontinued it. But I understand that another company picked up this particular yarn. They just don't have the same colors. It was at a site called matchcrochet.com. Okay, you guys, so we're under 10 minutes. And as promised, I said I was going to keep this short today. So here we are. I'm getting ready to end this. So it's getting darker, as you can see by the second. I'm just sitting here relaxing, enjoying a clean house for a change. Oh, I'm going to be moving my crowder peas into the greenhouse on tomorrow because they have flowered again and it's going to get cold real soon. So I want to just get them into the greenhouse. I went out there a few minutes ago. I checked. The temperature in there was 72. It's cooler outside now, so the greenhouse did very well today. The highest it got in there was 90 degrees earlier today. It was actually 92 when I went in there at about 2 o'clock. So me putting that sheet up helped, and me opening the windows helped. So that's good to know. And then the green beans did excellent. They did not stress at all. In fact, they're happy to be in there. And I have more blooms on the tomato plant. And so I'm happy. And my seedlings, everything's doing good. Nothing has germinated yet, of course. But I'm going to do some more on tomorrow. I think I'm going to do some mustard, turnip, and more collard greens just to overwinter. It's going to be an experiment again. I think that if I can get them germinated now, they'll survive over the winter, because our main greenhouses here in Pontiac that I've taken you to for well, it used to be our location, but not anymore. That's actually St. Joe Farms and Micah 6. So we don't even go there anymore to the greenhouses, and that's sad because I love those greenhouses. They might let us come in to do seeding and stuff, but we're not sharing with them anymore like we were, because we would have had to pay rent, which we could not afford. So we have our own little building where we had that herb class. That's our new place. Oh, and speaking of class, I was supposed to go to the seed thing on Wednesday, the seed workshop. I cannot go. They sent a detailed email yesterday about what's going to be happening. All I knew was that it was a seed workshop and that we were going to be discussing native seeds to Michigan, and that we would be, they told us to bring our seed bags for seeds. Well, the first part of it is going to be foraging, and you have to register for it. And so I did not register, because when I saw that the first 45 minutes is going to be foraging, we're going to be meeting downtown. We have to walk through the whole downtown area and then all the way around and then back up to the building, which is downtown, but it's way on the other end. I cannot do that walk. So I said, I'm not even going to register to say I'm going if I know that I cannot do that walk. And you have to be able to do that walk. Now, I do have the scooter, but that's not going to really be conducive either, because I don't want to get hit by a car, because it's busy down there and everything. And I don't know if they're going to be in woods or what, you know, because there's a lot of fields down that way. So I really don't know what their route is going to be. So I'm not taking that chance. So I'm sorry, you guys, that I won't be going. But Little Mama is going. So gardening with Little Mama, if you watch this video, Latoya, please get me some seeds and then let us know how the thing went, you know, how the seed thing went. But I will be still going to get my garlic. I'll check with Latoya or Latanya in a couple of days here after she's done with that to see if they handed out garlic. And if they did, then I'll just go by our friend's house, Emily's house, to pick that up, because she'll probably have it. Either she or one of the other people who Grow Pontiac. Okay, you guys. So just wanted to make that announcement. So I'm going to get off now. And you all have a wonderful evening, and may God bless you all. I'm going to enjoy the rest of it and catch up on some of y'all videos. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.